Today's awkward. Hinata is still misunderstood. Class funny bullies keep forming. He's still laughing. But just then, a force was gathering, like a superhero. Takahashi summoned Hinata upstairs for their baseball boot camp. He proudly told Hinata Lin had a chess exchange with his dad and grandpa, who were thrilled. Lin seized the moment to ask Takahashi to spend lunch with Hinata. He couldn't bear seeing Hinata bully daily, and things got interesting from then on. Every lunch, Takahashi hastily seeks Hinata out, his charm a psychological barrier for bullies. Soon, the bullies got jealous, leaving "Don't flirt with my crush" on Hinata's desk. Hinata sighed and erased it. But that noon, Takahashi came again, and the next second, a mysterious voice echoed, making it feel like a scene from a movie. Hinata, nervous, refused Takahashi for fear of drawing more attention. Takahashi, seemingly hearing, turned like a hunter towards the bullies. He invited them to play, and the bullies felt as happy as a winning team, finally experiencing the joy of collaborating with Takahashi. They immediately agreed and stood opposite Takahashi, buzzing like models, ready to catch the ball, having a blast, but the bullies hastily fled, and Takahashi pretended ignorance, asking why they were running. After they were gone, he surprisingly chatted with Hinata about the past. Takahashi suddenly recalled a funny preschool moment his lunch had spilled, and Chika generously shared her bento with him. Chika was such a sweet girl, and though Takahashi couldn't help much back then, he hoped to do something to give back now. That evening, Hinata told Lin everything, thanking him for Takahashi's help and Takahashi's charm causing jealousy. The next second, Hinata hastily waved his hands, hurriedly explaining that he was actually overjoyed inside. Thanks to Takahashi, lunch isn't so boring. Even without him, those bullies wouldn't let up. But Hinata couldn't help but shed tears as he spoke, and Lin recalled the teacher's advice. The key was how Hinata would solve this. So Lin inquired of Hinata how he wished to address the issue. Hinata fell silent for a brief moment, and eventually provided his answer. In truth, there is nothing worth complaining about. No need to waste energy complaining. Only I can change the situation. The scars they left on Chika still haven't healed. No one has the right to speak for her, and Hinata wrote many letters to her. But Chika, under her therapy, still couldn't respond normally. Hinata's heart was filled with lingering longing. Hinata thought deep down for Chika. He was destined to harbor this longing. Whenever Hinata thought of Chika, his heart echoed for Chika, always. This sentiment lingered in his heart, prompting Lin to firmly stand by Hinata's side, ready to help. Lin studied hard for match prizes, winning 2 straight, scoring frequently in chess. He needed just one more win in the rookie game to reach the finals. All seemed to be smiling. But who knew Takahashi's ball would spark harsher backlash for Hinata? Those insults aren't easily forgotten. Those insults that were once on his desk were now boldly displayed on the blackboard, and the class chose to turn a blind eye. Bystanders whispered, but Hinata remained calmest, knowing those words aren't mine, they no longer haunt. He didn't need to wipe that off, nor should he feel shame that dishonor belonged to the writer and the enablers. When the teacher asked, Hinata answered cleanly, "What I have written isn't a reflection of me. What I have written isn't a portrayal of me. Will you truly be free? The best method is truth. The most profound rebuttal is action. Don't let anyone change you. Stay true to yourself." Hinata's reaction shocked the teacher, but he didn't expect the teacher to ignore it and even prepare pressure. The girls suddenly noticed the blackboard filled with insults. Hinata Kawamoto likes boys. Utterly humiliating. Yet the teacher didn't question the author, only summoned the victim to the office and opened with accusations. How absurd. "Kawamoto, can't you see? Why has it always been like this? Don't speak. Kawamoto, why are you so useless?" The teacher's mind is full of trivial thoughts. Instead of punishing the bullies, they only blame the easy targets. This model leaves no bottom line, ultimately ruining countless children's futures. But how could he escape the brazen bullies? One day, the teacher suddenly found the class whiteboard missing. He knew it was a prank. He pretended not to hear, rushing out to fetch the whiteboard, only to be hit with an eraser on return. The teacher questioned who it was, but the response was silence, long silenced by him. This was just the beginning of the counterattack. Before the next class, the teacher's lesson plan suddenly went missing, and Hinata happened to pass by, noticing the teacher was troubled. He was still that kind child, willing to lend a hand, understanding the behavior of the bullies. After much effort, he found the lesson plan and returned it at the start of class. Surprisingly, the teacher expressed gratitude. However, an unpleasant voice suddenly rose, and Hinata clearly identified the bully who spoke. The others ignored it, not daring to turn. At that moment, unafraid, Hinata counterattacked Takahashi. "Do you honestly think you're something special?" he questioned boldly, without flinching, radiating an aura of unyielding determination as he continued the conversation. Don't forget to like below and subscribe to our channel. We'll keep bringing you more fun.